The next speaker is Levi Stickle.
As someone who's been interested in the John Freshwater case, I've sat in most of the employment hearings, and throughout my education, I've learned the process and the rule of law. And in the spring of 2008, as an investigation was done by a supposedly impartial outside firm. Well, the report on HR on Call brought forth in June 2008 was anything but impartial. I also learned that Mr. Hurlevy neglected to even speak to some of the witnesses who were in Freshwater's classroom at the time of the so-called cross-burning incident. He even neglected to talk to Pastor Zirkle, who was the focal point of the supposed healing session and exorcism that allegedly took place in FCA. The HR on-call investigator chose to use the old-fashioned way of recording information in the interviews. They did it to pen and paper. And he seemed rather proud of that when he was testifying, but he obviously missed so much. I mean, what does he have against modern recording technology? If he'd used a recorder, he wouldn't have missed nearly as much. And then we learned that your attorney, Mr. Millstone, proofread the rough draft and made suggestions to Hurlevy as what to include in the report. So much for an impartial and independent investigation.
That's right.
But the thing that I find most disturbing is to find out that Mr. Watson and Ms. Getzman, that you're refusing to testify in the hearings. I mean, when your names were brought up by several witnesses who said you might have important information regarding this case. And now you're holding up the hearing by refusing to testify. As a young person, I found myself questioning the people elected in office in our community, the process of law. Please, for the sake of other young people, like myself, and for this community, and simply to get to the truth, stop the charade, testify, and let's resolve this matter with Mr. Freshwater. And spend some money educating students rather than making attorneys rich.
That's right.